Good evening. Welcome. Persons, cultists, newcomers, everyone that's looking at this right now on the live stream or on our YouTube video later on the week. Welcome to the second part of Mariana or A Tigress is Born. Um, Welcome to Marattura and Lussumbra. They are the players on this campaign, short campaign that I am narrating in English with the OMNIDEM system. How are you,
Hey
girls?
everybody, I'm fine, thanks.
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for joining us again, and also to the viewers. Before we start, and while the girls get ready, if something else is missing on your desk or anything, I wanted to talk to you guys about the campaign a little bit. This originated in a idea that I had for a story, a longer story, that then I decided to make shorter. For these sessions, because we are testing the system, we are also testing the English part of our streams. And I didn't want to make a very long campaign. This one is planned for 4, maybe 5 sessions, depends on how they act. In some cases, they might get to the point faster than I thought, or slower, depends. As all you RPG players know. But this one, I made some changes to the original idea to base it on one of my favorite books. It's from Emilio Salgari. He's one of my favorite writers of all. He writes mainly about pirates, although he has other stories, but mainly about pirates. And that's why I like it so much, and because how he writes. Now, I won't say the name of the book, so I don't spoil everything for you guys. If you already read the book, you know what's the which one is it based on the name of this story. I made a few changes. This is for Heather was talking to me the other day, and he said, "Yeah, this is basically fanfic." And yes, it is. I am doing
Oh.
my version of that book, like a different path that could have happened in that book. All right, so without any more introductions, let's jump to the story, girls. Do you remember where you left off?
I remember blood, smell, some shouting, some person maybe.
Oh, I just remember your character. I was like, why is she talking like that? But I now remember.
Is she crazy? I remember that we are going to meet with someone, right?
Right.
I'm talking off roll, but my
Yeah, yeah.
character
Yeah.
just feel like a uh, lot of explosions of emotion and some sense. That's all the things that she remembers.
All right. Yeah, you have to go to an island where you will find Sir Marin, and there, uh, he is as far as you know, he's the guy, the contact for the governor, and he knows where his daughter was taken or something like that. That's what he made you understand. Now, and before
Hmm.
we jump into the story, as a clarification for our viewers, I asked the girls what type of character they wanted to be, and I gave them 3 options. They could be like random um, mercenaries. They could be new crew members of the pirate ship, the privateer ship. It's not the same. And they could be loyal to the governor, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, yeah, those were the 3 options. And Lussumbra, that her avatar name is Cai Feng.
Yes.
Yes, Cai Feng. She chose to be a new crew member, and then Marattura, which avatar name is Baalu, she chose to be a mercenary. Uh, if they chose to be sent directly by the governor, so loyal to the British Empire, they would have been part of the conversation with Sir Merrin. However, and so we get started, you are told you get to the port. This is it's not a big island, but you can see that it has been touched by humans. You
Okay.
can see houses, you can see a very small port, and you can see a few ships. You can also see a few walls with cannons on top. It is protected, but it's not a city. You're not sure you would call it a town either. It's a very small village, at least what you can see from the ship.
Mm.
Before you get to port, the captain calls everyone to the main deck and they explains, mainly for you two, but in general for everyone. As you know, we don't agree with most of Sir Marin's points of view, and therefore I will not put my crew in that soil. I will not make you guys be with him. However, we are going to be there and we will try to get some information from him. Again, most of you know who he is, but if you don't, it's enough to say that he has a very old-fashioned way of looking at things. And again, most of you guys would be enemies for him or something like that. So I will take a short, I'm sorry, a small group of you, and I will go there. I will get the information and come back. The rest of you will stay on the ship. It is important that you pay attention, that you're vigilant, and that you make groups for resting and for watching. I'm not saying that something is going to happen, but with people like this one, you never know. He doesn't have a lot of control over his citizens, villagers, however you want to call them. Uh, Siphon, in theory, you would be going with us. However, you are very new and
Woman.
a woman. That is true. So, Marin will be going, representing your team. That sounds
Representing.
so that sounds so modern. All right. Um, any questions?
No, sorry,
Yeah,
no question.
I have an important question. Will it have alcohol?
Eat the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have alcohol.
Ah, that's okay. I'm fine.
And our cook, and he points out to this guy, this really big guy that you have interacted with before, the cook. The cook has instructions on the rations, especially for you. We
Oh,
understand your needs.
then I
All
have
right,
to
so
go.
no, you're staying here.
Oh, okay. And I go, and I want to go to the kitchen.
All right, the cook sees you go and he looks at the captain, he nods, and then the cook goes behind you. And as I mentioned last time, they let you go anywhere you want. However, when you're near the kitchen, they keep an eye on you.
Okay.
And the rest of the crew just dissolves into their own chores. They are going to touch port soon, so they have a lot of things to do right now. Typhon, you don't have a lot of things to do. You were mending the sails, you were mending parts of the ship after the very short, but for some reason severe with severe consequences battle. And right now you're just maybe checking if anything else is missing.
All right.
You get to port, you are welcomed by a weirdly looking guy. You don't really pay attention because you won't be leaving the ship. The part of the crew that's half of the crew, if you remember, I told you that the crew has 15 members right now with Baalu 16. So 8 of them will be going, including the captain. No, including Yanis. The captain is staying on the ship.
All right.
Yes, he's staying. All right. They leave. You really only have to take care of whatever maintenance, keeping up with your activities. And Balu, you really don't have a specific instruction except for staying inside the ship.
Okay.
You arrive there around, you would say, midday. So you still have several hours before nightfall. You don't know when the group is coming back. They said that you guys should be sailing the next morning.
All right.
All right. Do you want to take any particular actions?
I would like to go uh, from my team for the boatswains. I would like to go with the other members of the boatswains and ask them, have we ever had an interaction like this with the different well, have we ever been hired to do things like what they are hiring us to do to find people?
Okay, give me a second. So Morris is going with the group. And the other one that is staying, it's older than you and is has been your, we could say, boss. He's the one that taught you or showed you how things are done. And then after a few days, he said, "Okay, now follow Marin." Marin would be the new one before you, and his name is Khan, Khan.
All right.
And he is right now just watching the port. He's sitting and he's watching everything.
I
And so
go
you
sit
go
with him.
and you ask that.
Yes, I go sit with him and I say, "Hey, Can, one question. Have we ever been hired to do things like this to find someone's daughter?"
Well, not someone's daughter. We've had a few rescuing jobs, yes. Um, Most of them are not paid, are out of necessity.
All right. Well, so in this case, I think we have everything in the deck mended and cleaned. So I'll stay here with you until we get something else to do. Then I'm going to start looking around the ship and making sure that everything is perfect, like making a diagram in my head, like, okay, this is clean, this is clean, this is clean.
Give me a second.
Sure.
Hello,
It
hello, hello, hello.
seems that there's no sound, and that would be terrible because we've been
Oh,
here for like 10
oh,
minutes. Oh, okay, okay. It seems that it's only for Hadar because Cthulhu can listen to us. All right, perfect.
Because 400 cancel us. Nah.
I'm just waiting.
Yep.
All right. Everything's good. You were saying, oh, you're checking if anything is needed. For what
yes.
you see, nothing. He doesn't say anything else. He's just waiting. And then after, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I will go to the ropes and just make sure that they are well tied together, that they are well intertwined. Sorry, I will make sure. And I'm all going around the ship to make sure and checking. All right, these.
You find a couple of things here and there that you could improve. In general, it's in good shape. You've been working on that for several hours. You are actually tired. Um, and you've been working on that. So right now, everything looks good.
Yeah.
Baalu, do you want to do something in particular? You got to the kitchen and you were served a
Yeah.
glass.
I went to look for something sweet. I feel tired.
All right. Do you want to go
Yeah.
and take it or do you want to ask for it?
No, I want to go in and take it.
All right. So you see, where is it? You see, you know what? Let's make a check, a fortune check.
Yeah. No.
Okay. In that case, I'll have to decide. So you get to the kitchen and everything in general is in as much order as you could imagine in a small ship kitchen. There are a few things here and there. You could stumble in a couple of barrels and boxes, but in general, it looks clean. You know that they are not going to start cooking for a bit. Your last meal was recently. You keep
Okay.
looking, and at the back of the kitchen, there's, well, a wall, part of the ship, the end of the ship. The kitchen is below the cabin.
Okay.
And you see a few things hanging. You could assume they're fruit. You could take those or keep looking.
Is the cook already here?
He's behind you. He's not saying anything. He's already used to your presence. He's just watching. What he usually does is that you go look around, and then if you want to take something, he will give you the amount of your ration.
Okay, I want to ask him, do you have any of pisang saba?
Uh, of of what? I don't think I know what that is.
Hmm. I mean, maybe you hear it like fried banana.
Oh, yeah, we have a few bananas. And he goes to the back of the kitchen. He takes a couple of things from those that were hanging, and he offers two bananas.
Yeah.
One of them is ripe, the other not so much, but it's good. It's not green.
Okay. But they are not fried, right?
Oh, fried. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh, fried. I guess I could do that. Let me see. And he starts looking. Why do you want this?
Sorry, what?
Why do you want this?
Why?
Yeah, why? I
I don't
mean,
know.
we just ate.
I just have this feeling, like tired and maybe feel lazy. I don't know. I just want it. I just hear this voice in my head and it still say it constantly saying pisang saba. And I remember pisang saba is that sweet thing called fried banana. So I want to give that to the boys because sometimes when I do not do that, I pay the consequences.
Oh, oh, well, the captain hasn't said a lot of things about your role here, but the one thing that he has mentioned is that we have to keep those voices happy. He is already starting to fry your bananas.
Yeah.
Uh, to be honest,
Pico.
even if he didn't say anything, I would do that. I haven't been in my homeland for a very long time, but I remember people with similar skills to yours. Um, they also had voices that we couldn't hear, and keeping them happy was important for everyone. At least that's what I remember from my time there.
Oh, really? Like your mother or something?
Oh, I don't think we had that in my family, but in my village, there was an very old lady that had those voices. I believe she lived with a couple of girls that were maybe she was showing them how to listen to the voices.
Mm,
He
okay.
keeps frying the bananas. He every now and then shows you if they are like on the sweet spot, how you want them, and he keeps doing that until you say, "Oh yes, like that," or something like that. While that happens, um, Saisen, you were checking the ship, you were doing your round, you found, again, as I mentioned, you found a couple of things to mend. You saw, wait, it's eight, seven, six. You saw three guys hanging on their hammocks. One of them was reading something or doing something with a paper. The other two were sleeping, snoring. Do you want to stay on the rooms? Do you want to sleep, or do you want to go back up?
I want to go back upstairs.
Okay. You get there, and this Khan, he's sitting there, he's looking. Make me an, I forgot the name. Give me 1 second.
Let's see
Instinct check, please.
what I have. I have 8. No.
Oh, okay. You see
Damn
him
it.
there, sitting,
Damn it.
watching.
Oh.
What do you want to do?
I will go to the port, to the port, and I want to look into the town.
Hmm.
I I'm going to start saying a little bit out loud. Wow, this town is so different from the previous one. I'm going to start saying, well, it doesn't have that many houses. Hmm. I'm a little disappointed because I saw the last one and I was so impressed by the quantity of houses and well, not so many ships, but it was impressive still because they were big. And I just want to look into that little town and try to see if something caught my eye, like something different from the town. I'm just actually looking like, nice. Look at that many houses.
Unless you want to make a check for intelligence, you really don't see anything that caught your eye.
Mhm. I'm going to try this. I know that I might fail it, but
Yeah, with
let's
an
see.
8.
And what did you say? It was my number.
Oh my
Oh!
God. That's wow. Okay. So, you are just like
No, no.
watching, trying to see, trying to see if something catch your eye, and it actually does. There's a this guy. You're not sure why, but he looks suspicious, and he's very far. It's not like in the port, but you are 100% sure that he's looking at you guys, at your ship, and he's not looking away. He's staring at the ship. It
I
makes you uncomfortable.
I will go to Can and say, I know I might be a little bit paranoid. I might be overthinking it, but I saw someone there in the shore. He was looking straight to us. He was staring at the ship. I'm not sure if that would be something weird or I think it's just for us to be cautious. It's weird. I know that people see the ships and they're amazed of it, the sizes, all of that, but uh, to stare at it like the way he's staring, it's a little bit weird.
From the moment you mentioned something suspicious and something related to the ship, he he was like sitting down, I told you, right? So
Mhm.
he stands up and he goes where you are and he starts looking over the horizon. Uh, hmm, uh, where?
I tried to look for that person again. Do I see it? Do I see him?
He's not there anymore. You are sure
Damn.
of the point where he was standing, but he's not there anymore.
Since I don't see anyone there, I was like, I'm going to point right to the place. I was like, he was there. I know. I saw it. I saw him. Uh,
Liar!
no.
So, yeah, I was actually going to make you do a check for that. Would it be instinct, right? Yeah, yeah. An instinct check, please.
Please.
Chronicler of Roll, how can
Mhm.
I recover vitality or vite? Oh,
It would be by eating and resting
okay.
or healing, some type of healing. Since you haven't been injured, you don't need like medicine or something like that. But if someone with powers like you, with arcanism, could help you, it also works and it would be faster. But if not, then just resting and eating.
Okay.
Uh, Speaking of, you already slept one night and had 4 meals since you got into the ship. So
Wow.
I would say you have recovered at least 2 points. Same for you, Saifena, although I don't think you have used any.
No, I haven't. So I got a 7. I want to use my charged dice that I had for last session. I'm going to
Okay.
erase him.
All right.
Please, please. It's not possible that in yesterday's party with a 9 I was able to do this intelligence check and now just 11.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. All right. So he, for a second, you see that he's like looking at you. He's not sure if he believes you, and then he says like, okay, well, he's not there anymore, so maybe he wasn't looking at us in particular, but um, let's make sure that everyone knows about this at some point. Also, did your friend do it?
Robin did what?
The lady you were speaking with her, I thought you knew her.
Well, I was talking to her, but I don't know where she went.
Oh, oh, I was hoping you knew. Well, hopefully she did it. Baalu, what happened? Oh, it was Siphon. Balu, you are eating your bananas. The cook is sitting next to you. He's like just looking at you, and he usually does that. Like he keeps an eye on you when you're near the kitchen. But you feel that this time he's a little bit more interested in you than in general. He's not
Hmm,
cooking. He's not anything else. He's just like looking at you.
okay.
After a few minutes of just seeing you eat, he says, "So I'm sorry, but I have to ask, did you do it?"
Do what?
You know, well, I don't know. Uh, I heard some of the guys saying that the captain was going to ask you to bless them for this, uh, for the reunion with Sir Marine.
Bless them? Where's a bless?
Um, hmm, okay. So to give them good luck.
Oh, yeah, the look. Yeah, that's something I can do, but it's not on me actually. As I said before, I have these friends. Um,
But you
so
can ask for their favor, right? I remember someone saying that.
yeah, I can ask, but I don't understand. You know, what are we doing here? I I really want to know the reason, and maybe uh, they can help me. They are like, I don't know the word, like greedy, like, yeah, they
Mhm.
need to know. They need to know to help, you know?
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I remember um, some once my mother was going to ask for a favor, and she told me that we have to pay before asking for something.
So,
Uh,
yeah.
I am just remembering all these things now. I had forgotten. It has been a very long time since I was there. But you're helping me remember at least the funny parts, the sweet parts of that life. Anyway, I know you have to pay. I guess the captain doesn't want to pay.
But
He's not very. Mhm.
what do you know about the daughter's government and all this job that we have to do? What do you know?
I guess less than you. I know that we are being paid by the governor. I'm not sure why. I guess we are trying to get our crew and our ship on the good side of the empire. Try to avoid them chasing us. You
Hmm.
know, we are becoming privateers, if they knew. Uh, but yeah, so we are doing that. I'm not sure why this particular job, but I guess it's the one that sounded less um corrupted. I mean, we are reuniting a family, right?
Mm, I suppose, yeah. Um, well, yeah, about the log and stuff. Yeah, yeah, I can do it. So, do you want help?
Uh, d- sure. How can I help you?
Just give me some strong hard structure, like a pan, maybe iron pan, maybe some good, something, something hard,
Something hard. Okay. Yeah, I could find that in the kitchen. And he goes back into the kitchen. You hear that he is moving things around. Clink, clank, clank, clank. That's what you what you hear. And after a few minutes, while he's coming back, you see two guys approaching the table where you are sitting. They are yawning. So, can we eat before we start our shift? And they sit down next to you. The cook comes out of the kitchen with a pan in his hands, very excited, and then he sees them and he's like, the food. Yes, yes, of course. Here's a pan. He gives you a pan and he runs to the kitchen to start cooking their dinner,
Dinner,
breakfast,
dinner, breakfast.
their food. So he's doing that. Let's go back to Siafen? Siphon. To Siphon. You were Oh yeah, you were talking about that he is now a little bit uncomfortable, and you hear, I'm sorry, not here. You see that he has been looking back to the same place you pointed. If you want, you can also pay attention. Since you already identified the place, you don't have to do a check for that.
Right?
Um, you won't see him. So you stay there, you're paying attention. In the next 2 hours, you don't see him again. It's almost the third hour since you've been waiting there, and few guys come up. Oh, the one you saw reading, and another
Mm-hmm.
one.
All right.
They come up and they say, "All right, it's your turn. Go to sleep. I don't want to be here at night." So you have to go to sleep now.
I will go towards them and I will let them know what I saw. I would say, I know it's weird, but I saw someone. I will say, I will point to the same direction. I was like, there. He was staring at the ship. It was weird. It was all suspicious. And well, I told Ken, but he didn't say it. When we came back to look for it, that person wasn't there. I don't know, Chronist, if I should do a intelligence or instinct check or fortune to try to describe this person. I know that it's far away, but I will try to describe it as best as possible to my teammates, so if they see it, they are aware that that person was looking suspicious. I was staring at the ship.
Yeah. Sorry, since Farhadar was having issues with the audio, now we have a lot of people with suggestions and technical instructions on how to improve this. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that you are trying to help us, and I hope Farhadar is able to hear us later on. Um, oh, right. So you have to do an intelligence check in order to remember and describe it.
Guys, please 12.
Nice. All right. Almost 13. All right. So you
Yeah.
describe him. You couldn't see like very specific features, especially on his face because he was far, but you could
Yes.
see that he was wearing some short calzones. Those are very, very loose pants. Most of the times, cotton or linen, you wouldn't be able to tell. But it was a cream-like color,
Okay.
and he was wearing some sort of maybe jacket, something like that, long sleeves, blue. You don't remember if he was wearing shoes. Now that you try to remember, you don't see colors like in the image in your head. You don't see colors on his feet, but maybe it was just a very clear color. His skin was mm, like this golden brownish, not so dark, more like golden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what you describe. They are listening. They look to Khan and he nods and they say, okay, all right, well, We knew it was a possibility. Go to sleep. Food isn't ready yet. We will wake you guys up when food is ready. But you should get started on the sleeping because I don't want to be here on the night shift.
I will go to the rooms and I will check in my hammock and sleep. Try to sleep a little bit.
All right. So, Balu, you were there, you were waiting. The cook goes back to the kitchen. He starts cooking, and after a few minutes, he comes back and gives everyone a plate. One of the guys that came up where you were, he left, and then after a few minutes, he comes back and he says, "Okay, okay, I'll eat," and then you can go now. The one that stayed there eats very quickly, and he goes upstairs, and another guy comes down.
Okay,
They are eating. You also have a plate.
I want to eat my dinner. Then I want to look for some article, some tool made of wood, and I want a knife.
A knife. Okay, so the spoon that you're using is made of wood. It's a carved spoon.
Okay,
And a knife, you would have to ask for it to the cook. Or, well, you can go to the kitchen and try and get it yourself.
I want to go to the kitchen and I want to take a knife.
All right, let's make a fortune check to see if you find it easily.
Please. No.
Mm.
All right, so you look around only with your eyes like this, and you don't see anything. Do you want to like check in the boxes or things that you see there?
Okay, I want to ask for a knife then. So I will say to the cook, can you please give me a knife? I just want to make something with this. And I show him the spoon.
One of the guys that is eating, the other one already left. The last one that came down and was sitting, he looks at you. He smiles. Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
He eats very quickly. He eats very quickly and he leaves saying, "Oh, okay, all right. I'll leave you to it." Perfect. I will love this one. And he goes.
Okay.
The cook laughs a little and he says, "Most of them haven't seen magic before, but they are very excited to have you here." And he gives you a knife. It's old. It's obvious that he's not giving you the ones he uses in general in the kitchen. But it works. It has yeah, everything you would need in a knife.
So I want to take the spoon and I want to clean it with my own clothes. And then I take the knife and I want to draw something like this in the spoon. It's like a thing, it's a demon or something. It's a
Oh, that's
deity.
very nice.
Yes.
Um, and then I want to, yeah, I want to take my time to do that. I have to make a really good drawing.
All right. So you start doing that. You're sitting at the table, the cook, you hear him clean up things, doing washing dishes, things like that, getting ready to close the kitchen for now. He comes back, he fills your glass again with this sweet, like fermented fruit alcoholic drink that you've been drinking so far. He fills your glass and he brings a candle. He puts it on the table and he says, "Let me know if you need anything." There's a hammock next to the kitchen and he usually sleeps there. So he goes there and he falls asleep.
Okay.
It's been about an hour.
Okay. When I'm doing this, I want to cast a booting. It's one of my abilities, my talents.
Mhm.
So I want to make the drawing and I want to cast this. And I want to um what
Sorry. They are there's a problem with the alerts or something like that with Twitch. And was he says, Oh, Jude, I do have the alert. There's not a problem. I just didn't see it.
Thanks. Thanks for that. So I want to spend 2 of my vitality because I want to make an strong amulet.
All right. Do you have concentration?
No.
All right. So let's make the check. The arcanism check.
I have a 6, not natural 6.
Okay, good. Good, good, good.
Are you? Oh,
So
okay.
you're able to do it. You take a little bit longer to complete it because it's very detailed. You only have a candle and a not very sharp knife, but you're able to do it. And once you're done, you inhale and try to focus. Or do you want to describe how you do it?
No, no, it's okay.
Okay, so you inhale with the spoon in your hand. You exhale very slowly, and you put all your attention and your intention into your hands, putting that seal in the spoon. What does the seal represent?
It's a representation of some deity called Bali. I actually don't have a lot of information, but I think it's a deity to uh, give luck and strong vibes of lucky, something like that. And so I want to embrace now to put that intention in the spoon.
All right. So you have your spoon, your wooden spoon, and it's now a lucky charm. No, it's
Yeah, it's like an it's something like a lucky charm.
okay. So it is now imbued with this effect, and you have it. Now, you, for the first time in like 3 hours, you look away from the table. You see that the candle that he got you is about to turn off,
Okay.
and you don't hear anything. Just the normal noises of a ship. Some wood creaking. Uh, sorry, I'm reading your question. Okay, okay. Uh, do you want to explain that in general, or just to have it, keep it in mind, or is it a question?
No, I prefer to you do that to do that.
Okay, so she wants to clarify that this talent, worrying, has consequences. It is active as long as it is there. So the seal that is in the spoon that she carved on the spoon will have that effect for as long as the seal is there. So I guess if they broke the spoon, for example,
Hmm,
or something
the
like that
symbol.
that destroys the symbol, it will lose the effect. All right, so as long as they have it and the seal is there, it has the lock effect. All right, so you realize that you've been there for a very long time. Your glass is now empty and you feel very tired. So, in general, you don't uh, pay attention to your physical needs as much because you usually listen to the voices. However, for right now, you've been awake for at least 12 hours.
Yeah.
You are starting to get tired, especially because you're not used to the movement of the sea. Even though the ship is in port, you still have, there's a little bit of movement.
Okay.
So you're tired. You can go to sleep or you can do something else, whatever you want.
Mm, I take the spoon and I go to sleep.
Okay. So we are going to, sorry, we're going to do 3 fortune checks, the both of you.
All right.
What? Zero. Nope.
No.
Nope, nope, nope.
None of them.
Nope. None.
Uh-uh. Cornis, I have a +1 in fortune. Would I use it to have my to try to add it or rest it to my number to get my 8 with the plus fortune? I have 1 in fortune. I have 1 point in fortune.
Okay. But the fortune check is with a coin.
Oh, I was doing it with the dice. So nope, nope, still no, and still no. So it was the same.
All right. So try you can try 2 more because of your one more because of your point.
So are we dead
Nope.
now? What?
Okay. All
Did
right.
I fall?
So you are sleeping. It's very cool. You are very comfortable on your hammock. Um,
Hard day, yeah.
yeah, it's been a hard day. You both are not used to this kind of life, so you're sleeping. You don't care. However, for the rest of us to know, there is something happening outside. Uh,
Really?
Okay.
each of those fortune checks were for the first 15 minutes, the first 30 minutes, and first 45 minutes. However, once we reach to the hour after Baalu went to sleep, there's impossible for you not to hear. And both of you wake up very suddenly. You're scared because you heard a very loud and some noise of metal clanking. You're not sure exactly what's happening, but there's a lot of commotion going on the deck.
But there are shouts or no shouts?
Yelling and metal
Okay. Okay.
banging.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening?
Yes, I don't know. I will go to my things. I will put on my belt, and I will take one of I have as support tool. I have a dagger, so I will take my dagger. I will go around them.
Okay. Can you tell me what's the support again?
Yeah,
A
I have a
dagger.
dagger, just a dagger.
Oh, okay, just the dagger. Okay, you have your dagger. Mara, you have charged dice.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Also, you, Lussumbra. Thank you so much,
Thank
Cthulhu.
you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank
thanks,
you.
Thank you so much for the 13. And Was, thank you so much for that other thing. All right. Do you want to do something, Balu?
No, I don't take anything. I just want to shout. I want to get up. Start. I want to go to the direction to the I yeah to the direction of the sound.
Okay. And you're also going up, right, Siphon?
Yes,
All right, so you are both going up. Are you going fast or carefully?
I was running, so yes, I was going fast.
I
All
want to
right.
run.
All right. So you are both going real quickly. You are on the let me remember, where were you? You were on the lower deck.
Mhm.
So you go to the upper deck, and there all those noises are stronger, louder. Right now, it's obvious that there's a battle going on upstairs.
A battle?
A battle.
Mm.
You
Swords and
recognize,
stuff?
I'm sorry?
With swords and stuff?
You're not sure.
Mm,
You hear metal clanging, so yes, probably swords or something like that. You haven't heard any bangs, so you don't think guns are involved yet, but you hear some yelling. You recognize the voice of Khan and one of the guys that were, oh, the one that told you, are you doing it with his foot?
okay.
You can recognize their voices, but you're not sure of what they are saying.
Hmm.
Dang it.
I want to stop my running and I want to go stealthy to I want to know what's happening. So I just want to approach and take a look. Like faster.
Okay? And you, Typhon, are you going up?
Yes, I'm
Running?
going. Yes. So what I want to do is whenever I reach to the top of the stairs, stand there for a moment to try to see what's happening and who's fighting who, and try to see if I see someone that well alone or looks like it's attacking one of my teammates, so I can see if I want to go and stab whoever is trying to hurt or harm their team, our team.
So
Are we
you're going to,
close?
you two right now are on the stairs at the same time. So
Okay.
right now you are both like waiting at the bottom of the stairs for the main deck, and you are about to decide if you're going to go fast or carefully.
Okay.
Baalu, you said that you were going to be careful and you were
Yeah.
going to pay attention. And you said that you are going to go up and just get
Take a look.
yourself involved with the battle, right?
Yes,
With your
Oh, okay.
with my
important
little
dagger.
dagger. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. She's going first or I am going first?
Since she's going fast and she wants to get into the battle, she goes first.
Okay.
So she just climbs the stairs real quick and you climb behind her very stealthily. Actually, no, yeah, never mind. They are not going to listen if you make a noise in the stairs right now. So, sorry, La Shota just arrived a few minutes ago and suddenly she says like, oh no, ya decía yo que andaban hablando raro. All right.
yeah.
Um, so you go slowly and I'm going to pause you for a second. Let's go to Lussumbra. Typhon, sorry. So you go and you climb the stairs and you get to the deck. You go right or left?
I'm going left.
Left. So you turn left and you see that the cook, the very, very, very tall guy, has someone on the floor. He's on top of him and he has his right hand on the shoulder of this person. And with the other hand, he's about to hit him, probably in the face. So that's the first thing that you see. He's like this on the other guy. And then you see Khan. He is fighting with a sword, not very long. Those curved ones that I forgot the name right now in English, but I'll look it up 1 second because I knew it and I forgot it for this one in particular. Oh, the scimitar. If you don't know what that is, it's like a curved sword used in the Middle East mainly, long time ago. He has one of those. Nice to
Really,
be with
man.
you. Welcome, Shota. So he has that, and he's fighting two guys. Those two guys have one a dagger, and the other one has a similar weapon as his. So he's like fighting off both of them, but it's obvious that he doesn't have as much control with this as the others. So he's like just trying to protect himself for both weapons.
Okay.
And then you see, I didn't give you the names of the other two, right? Let me look
No.
for their names. And then you see one that you know is the whale master. However, ah, however, for you, it's amazing how good he fights. He has also a dagger, a little bit longer than yours, a little bit um, wider, and he is fighting with one hand with the dagger and the other hand is punching. He's very fast. You are amazed on how fast he is because he's one of the old guys or older guys. So he's punching and throwing the other hand with the dagger, and he's fighting the guy that you saw staring at you guys. You recognize his clothes.
Okay.
That's what you see.
All right. I'm going to.
So you're
I'm
not a
going.
liar.
Okay.
Yes, I was not a liar. So
All
I
right.
want to.
So we have a challenge here. Now we have to play and we have to talk like Sofia Vergara.
What?
Wait,
All right.
Shota, there is a ticket on the Amber tickets that you can ask for something. I don't know if we have that active right now. Give me just 1 second. If
I'm
you
trying to remember her accent.
make,
Sorry.
if you pay for that, I believe the name was Buffon. I don't know if we have active that, but you can pay for that, and if you do, then we could give it a few minutes of Sofia Vergara's accent.
Okay.
All right, so we can continue normal while she does that.
Okay. Okay. What I want to do is I want to run. The two people that are fighting Khan, are they giving me their back? Like, or they are like their fronts are facing me?
Okay.
Like they are facing towards the stairs or they are back? Their backs are to the stairs.
The one that you saw that is fighting with the wheelmaster, he is uh yeah, you can see his back right now, but they are moving very, very quickly. So for a moment you see his back and then his side and then his back again and then the wheelmaster's back and then again his back. So you would have to be very careful if you want to attack.
Yeah, I want to go to the two people that are attacking Khan because I think that's unfair to fight two people are there. That's completely advantageable, and I want to.
All right, before you tell me what you want to do, I need you to tell me how you want to do it. Now, let me put the picture again.
Okay,
You
to my
are
left.
in the stairs
Mhm.
that are, yeah, very far from the wheel.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So you would have to go across. You're very, very, very close to the forecastle. You would have to go through most of the ship to get to where he is because he's near the stairs to go up to the wheel.
Okay.
So you would have to pass through the two ones that are fighting, the wheelmaster and the guy that you saw, or around. That would take you longer. If you go around, you're going to get to where the cook is.
Okay.
By the way, the cook's name is Bo. You haven't asked, by the way, but his name is Bo. You would have to go through where he is and then get to Can.
Okay. I will. I'm going to go as fast as I can. The easiest way or the fastest way that it's between the wheelmaster and this suspicious man that I saw. I will want to go past them and I will go to towards this to where I can and the two people that are fighting.
Okay, so you are going to make two celerity checks. You can tell me the results in a minute. Baalu, what do you want to do? I cannot hear you. You have your microphone off.
Hey, I want to take a look and what do I see?
Okay, do you want to climb the stairs or just like a peek?
No, a pig.
Okay, you see what I just described to her. So you
Okay.
see a guy that is fighting the wheelmaster.
With the cooker, I saw the guy who cooks in the ship.
Yeah, so you first see at the wheelmaster that's fighting someone, and then you keep looking and you find Khan and the two guys that are fighting him. And then the next thing that you actually hear is a very uh, it's loud, but at the same time is Mara's name is Baalu. I will type that in a second.
Okay.
It's with a B or with a V?
Baalu. You.
I think it's like this. All right. I send it on the chat for Twitch. All right. Yes. Yay, I typed it right. And the next thing you hear is a very loud punch.
Punch?
Yeah, like the bear. And
Okay.
the next thing that you hear is a and that caught your attention. You look towards the direction of this noise and you see boss, I said boss, yeah, boss hand in the face of a person that is in the floor. That's the exact moment where when he's taking away his hand, it's what you see.
And I know the guy who's in the floor.
No, you haven't seen him before.
It's a stranger. It's okay. Mm, I want to look for the lady, the China lady.
That's me. I'm the China lady. I'm the Chinese lady.
All right. So I guess
Chinese lady, yeah.
La Shota changed her mind. Now she doesn't want us to talk like Sofia Vergara. Now she wants you, Balu, to sing and dance, or she will leave. I don't know if that's serious, but you have to pay your Amber tickets in order to get those things. So go ahead.
Okay.
Now,
So
Pay.
Siphon, can you tell me the results of your checks, please?
I got a 5 and a 7.
It was for
Celerity.
celerity, right? Okay, so
Yes.
you see this, you like take a look of the whole scene and you decide you're going to defend Khan. So you run as fast as you can. Right at the second that you start to run, the wheelmaster is turning to avoid a punch. So you avoid that as well, and you keep running, and you get to the back of the guys that are attacking Khan. That's what you see, Balu.
okay, so I want to look directly to the guy or girl, I don't know, who is
Guy.
who the Chinese girl has the intention to attack.
Okay, which one are you going to attack? The one with the dagger or with the sword?
The one with the dagger.
Okay.
Okay, I want to attack the one with the sword because I don't like the swords.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
I want to cast Idoless in the physical form. And I want to set him on fire.
Okay, so go ahead. You can make your check.
I must confess that is my favorite spell of Anathema. That one is
Yeah.
my favorite.
I think my favorite one is Cali's.
Just-
Oh, I have my number.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. So let's
So I want
Typhon,
to look.
how you are going to attack him? Like with dagger directly?
with the dagger, but I don't want to like do this. I want to take my dagger and my intention is to be in his back behind him, and I want to attack him. This is going to be so brutal. I'm sorry. I want to attack him below
You wanted to be a
his ribs.
pirate. Okay.
Yes, and they are. But me as a Lussumbra, I feel that it's rough. But however, I think I have my teammates and my crew, and I think how valuable they are for the ship and and they are attacking him. So I need to defend them. I cannot stay here. It's just be like it. So I want to uh puncture him below the ribs in his left side. So I just want
Okay. You want to do it fast or you want to do it with strength?
how I do it fast.
Sorry, Lashata just discovered that she's only able to change buffoon once per game. And she was very excited to make us do things. I am going to make them comply to your request, but before this, after this scene, okay? I don't want to make the scene with her accent. All right. So you do that. Do that with strength, right?
No, it's celerity. I want to push
Okay.
her fast.
Can you do the check? And then, Balu, do you want to describe how he burns, or do you want me to do it?
No,
Since
no,
you
no.
got
I
your
want to
number,
describe.
okay, give me a second.
So, yeah.
Typhon, you got it?
Yes, I got it.
All right, so you do exactly what you described, and you hear two screams. One is coming from the guy that you are stabbing right now, and the other one is coming from the guy next to him. So you turn to look at the other guy because it's weird that he's screaming if you haven't done anything. And Khan wasn't also like attacking at that moment. And this is what you see. Go ahead, Balu.
So I stay in my place, in my high place, and I want to. Did you said that La Shota wants me to sing, right?
And dance and talk like Sofia Vergara.
I don't. I can do all of. Can I do all of these things? Okay.
No, you can do one of those right now if you want.
Okay. So I want to. Now I see fire inside the mountain, and I see fire burning the trees, and see fire hallowing souls, and see fire blood in the breeze. So I want to say that, and I cast on the sword guy, Idless.
Okay, good, good. So while you're doing that, it's when Siphon is attacking, and at the moment that she hits the guy on the right, the guy on the
Burn,
left,
baby, burn.
it's like an explosion, like a fire that started very suddenly, and it's covering from his feet and coming up all around his body. He's being consumed by a flame, and he starts screaming like crazy. He lets the sword go, and he's trying to do something about the fire, but there's no way to take out sorry, clean up, because there's nothing that he can see, at least, that is burning him. He's just like fighting it, trying to push it away or something, and he starts running around. This stops the battle completely. The only one that is not doing something about it is the one with a dagger inside his rib cage. Let's do a fortune check, Siphon.
Like,
Yeah.
You got it?
Yes, I got a needle.
All right. So I am not a medic or very knowledgeable regarding how the body works. However, I will assume that if you have a dagger puncturing your lungs, you will start to suffer, and maybe you cannot breathe as good as you would. So the
Maybe.
only one that is not reacting to the fire is the guy that Siphon stabbed. He has a dagger in one of his lungs. He is right now on the floor, and he's trying to like breathe in and take it out. You see a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth.
oh,
He's on the floor right now. Uh, since you got distracted with the fire, you let your dagger go. So he still has it inside of his lungs, one of the lungs.
you're a crazy girl, Siphon.
Now, we all are going to make a fortune check. Why all? Because I need three different ones. And let's see what happens with this fire. Okay?
I did not pass. No.
Okay. No. And
No.
good. In this
No.
case, that's very good. Because the question was, will the ship caught fire? No, it doesn't. So this guy is running around. He's trying to do something about the fire, push it away, clean it, something. Um, and he starts to run around. He's like hitting everything. Everyone starts to avoid him, and they're not sure what to do. Everyone is in shock. They have no idea how this happened. And then at some point, this guy that is running, he trips over and he falls and he gets
Whoa.
to the ocean.
But they are the only guys who are fighting? I mean,
Mm-mm.
oh, okay.
No, but everyone stopped. Everyone is like just looking at this guy that is now on fire for any reason. Does
Okay.
any of you want to look down and see what happens when he gets to the ocean?
Yeah,
Mm,
I will. I will go to the port and say,
All right. So everyone, I don't know, Baalu, you want to go or you stay on the stairs? Stairs.
I don't know. Yeah, I want to go. Yeah, I want to uh, go out of my height.
Okay, so everyone that is so impressed, they just forgot that they are enemies. They forgot that they were fighting. They forgot what was happening, and they all go. The only two that are not doing anything is the guy that is on the floor trying to breathe, and the other guy that is also on the floor that ball hit. If you try to see where he is, he's still on the floor. He You can see him breathing. You can see the movement on his chest, but he's knocked out. So the rest of you, you run to the side of the ship and
yeah.
you look and you see a guy that is swimming and it's on fire. It
Oh,
is something that everyone is shocked to see someone that fell into water and is still burning.
Okay.
So he's swimming towards the shore, yelling.
oh
I
God.
want to say louder. He's cursed. He better die. We don't know what is happening. He's cursed. He's cursed. And I just said,
Bo is surprised that you're there, so he looks at you and he looks at the guy and then to you again, and he kind of smiles, but this smile has a mixture of um he's happy, he's maybe you could say proud of you, but at the same time there's a little bit of fear in his eyes. He knows it was you. Uh what
it
do you
wasn't
think?
me. It wasn't me. He's cursed.
He laughs and he says, "That's true. That's what happens to people that attack others when they are invited to their port." And he goes towards the guy that was fighting with the wheelmaster. This guy is in shock. He's still like trying to figure out what happened, trying to understand how a person that is on fire and on water at the same time, he's really is not unable to comprehend the situation. And the
Okay.
next thing that he knows is that Bo has his big hand around his neck.
Okay.
Hyphen.
I want to go towards the guy I stabbed after he's after hearing
Sorry.
the he started it. I take my dagger from his. How this is going to be fun. I'm going to take my dagger and
He says, well, he doesn't say anything, but you hear some kind of, yeah, exactly that. Oh no, mi dado.
oh,
It went to hell.
It went to hell.
and
Okay.
I want to. Yeah, I'm going towards the group, and I will say it out as loud as I can, and I will point towards the guy that I saw. I say, he was the person that I saw on the shore. He was uh, staring at us.
That guy is the guy that Paul has in his hand, and he's starting to tighten his grip around his neck. This
Okay.
guy is now paying a complete attention to Bo, and he's like, oh,
I want to go to the. Is anyone else close to this guy? Either
all of you.
Can or the wheelmaster. I will say, "Oh, what? Why were you staring at us? What do you want? What do you want from us?"
Okay, he's going to answer. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I really like that.
Apparently, he wants to die.
Nice.
Uh, Khan and the Wheelmaster, they see that you guys have apparently this under control, and they are going to go to the guy that was stabbed that is now unconscious on the floor, and the other guy that is also unconscious on the floor, and they are going to move their bodies, or yeah, move them, and they are going to start tying them with a rope. After that, Khan uh, goes somewhere very close to the stairs, and you see that he is reaching down to something that's on the floor. Do you want to do something? I think Balu wanted to say something before.
No, no, no. No,
Okay,
but the guy is still attacking. I mean, they still have the hand. Okay.
yeah,
I
Bo
want.
still has his hand around the neck of this other person.
Okay, I want
And
to. Mhm.
you keep hearing the guy screaming in the water, and then suddenly, nothing, no noise. The
Okay,
only thing that you can hear is the waves, the water hitting the ship. Whoosh,
okay.
whoosh.
So they are another allies to the screaming guy,
The guy that Bo has, yeah,
but that's the only one.
the only one that is conscious right now. There are other two. They are
Okay,
unconscious on the floor. They
okay,
tie them with a rope.
okay. Okay, I want to approach to the guy and I want to take the hand and I want to look directly in the eye and said, "No, you don't have to kill him. He's already cursed, so maybe you only you only have to do this thing, the speaking thing, when you sometimes poke someone with a dagger and that person speaks and you have the
Oh
information you
no.
want. That's the correct thing.
Wow, that's the cutest way I have ever heard someone talk about torture.
Torture. That's the word.
All right. So when you say he's already cursed, you see that he immediately um, drops him. This guy was already starting to be lifted, so he falls and he's very scared. He's looking at you both. He is not sure who is scarier, the lady that has cursed him or the big guy. So he's just or the combination. So he's just like looking at you both, and when you say that and you say, "Oh, torture," he falls to his knees and he starts begging, "No, no, please, I will tell you whatever you want. Please, don't curse me. I was just following instructions." Typhon, you can see and hear all of this. You are right now like watching all these scenes occurring at the same time. What do you want to do? So you have three options. You can go with the wheelmaster that is tying up the guys unconscious. You can go to Can that is doing something on the floor, and you can stay with Balu and Bo.
I
Crazy,
will.
by the way.
I will go with the whale master and help him tie the unconscious ones.
Okay, all right. So you go when you're doing that. From where you are, you can see what Can is doing. Can is checking up on someone. One of the guys that were sleeping when you went downstairs, he is unconscious on the floor. You don't see blood, but he's not awake right now. So Can is checking
Okay.
on him. Go back to Bo and Balu. So you hear that he's begging not to torture him. Oh, by the way, sorry, we haven't done the accent of Sofia Vergara, so the next whatever this lasts is going to be with her accent that I'm not sure if I can do. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
all right.
Who do you work with?
All right, I cannot make voices and the accent at the same time. I I, I work with I don't have a boss. We all work for ourselves. That's why we're here. We're like you guys.
And what the orders? What are the orders that you have?
Well, the orders are always the same. We have to make sure that the people that the person that is here is not a danger for the island.
So you
It's
live in
nothing personal.
what kind of things do you do in that island? What's important?
13.
Tres.
Chris.
Uh,
Why is the island important? Why is the island important?
the island is important because we live here. We all are here thanks to Sir Merrin. He's the one that got us here. He's the one that made us free.
Or like an Indian accent. Sorry.
Yeah, we're starting to change to
They want an accent.
transition.
Thanks.
They got an accent.
Yeah, you wanted an accent, guys. This is what you can get. Okay, so time's up. We can go back to our normal voices and vuelvas pronto, dice,
Vuelves pronto.
was already taken.
Yeah. Ah.
No, we are here because Sir Merrin gave us the opportunity. We owe him so much, and he only wants to make sure that you are not a threat. Maybe know how many of you are here.
Oh. But now, what about the curse?
Curse. Well, I have no idea. You're the one that cursed me, lady.
Who brought it? Who brought that?
Who- what is she talking about? He's now talking
You
to Bo.
didn't have that in this ship. You brought that curse. Now we have to make some sacrifices.
Oh, if the witch is saying that you brought the curse, you brought the curse.
So Bo was paying attention to both of you, like trying to decide what to do. And when you say that, let's see. Let's make a instinct check. We haven't rolled that many dice today, so let's do that.
No, instinct. No.
Instinct. Okay, so he's not sure what to do, so he is only going to like he keeps an eye on this guy and he's uh steps away a few steps and he calls for Siphon. Siphon, bring a rope. And then he goes back to your side and tells this guy, I, if she says that you have a curse, you have a curse. He's a little bit uncomfortable because he's not sure on what's your plan, but he's following along. Typhon, you were helping the wheelmaster to tie the notes around these guys. You realize that Khan is checking up on someone that is unconscious on the floor, and you're going to go there, right? You said?
Yeah.
So you start walking there towards them, and you are about to get to this person on the floor when you hear Bo saying, Typhon, bring a rope.
I will take. I will go to grab some rope and I will take it.
Okay. The next thing you are looking for the rope and you see that Khan was able to wake up this guy, and this guy is sitting up and say like, oh, what happened? And you get to Bo, you give him the rope, and he starts to tie up the guy that apparently is cursed. I don't know what the curse is, but I don't want to risk it. So he ties him up, and he ties it to one of the masters.
All right. I
Baalu,
will.
Who is near me?
Bo, Siphon, and this guy.
Mm, okay, I want to approach to Bo and say, so what's next?
He looks at you and then to the guy, and he's uncomfortable, and so he gets away from this guy and he brings you with him. And also Siphon, this guy is already tied up. What do you mean? I thought you had a plan. Well, I don't know. When I got here, they were already fighting. Let's go to the wheelmaster. He's usually in charge when the captain is not here.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's it.
The
Wait,
captain is here. And he runs to the captain's cabin.
wait, the amulet. And I want to run to my hammock. I want to look for the amulet.
Okay. So you get there, and well, you go there. You're not going to have any problems with that. You will get there, take it, and come back. While you come back, Bud suddenly realizes that the captain is on the ship, so he goes and knocks on the door. Everyone is there except the guy that was obviously hit in the head. They hit him on the head, and he was passed out. He's the only one sitting. He's like trying to recover, but the wheelmaster, Can, and Bo are on the door. Do you want to go with them to the door of the cabin?
Yeah. I want to go.
You are looking for the amulet. Siphon is the one going with them.
Yes,
So
I will go with them.
Okay. Siphon is going with us too.
no, you right now are on the hammocks looking for the
Okay.
amulet.
Okay.
They are knocking on the door. Um,
The amulet is in there.
yeah, you find it with no
Yeah. Okay.
problem. So you find it and you come back. Give me just one
Okay.
second.
What do you want? What?
And he's knocking on the door. Apparently, there's no answer. So the wheelmaster says, "Well, I'll go in." He is taking a key from his pocket. I'll go inside and
No
see if he's with
captain.
us. You can start cleaning up. He opens the door and gets inside.
No captain then?
When you go up,
Okay.
that's what you hear. I'm gonna check if he's inside, and he goes inside the cabin.
Okay. I want to
Tracy. Mhm.
go to Tracy to help with the cleaning.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of blood in different spaces, in particular where Siphon um, helped with the breathing problems of this gentleman, and now where they are tied up, there's plenty of blood.
Okay.
So Siphon, you go, you get some buckets with water, and you start cleaning up.
And when I'm cleaning, I'm just going to mumble for myself. Why do I have to suffer? Why did I do that? This is so messy. Oh, the consequences of the actions. Just
What do you want to do, Baalu?
Deserve this. Um, I just want to walk through the ship and look at the people working and say, "Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, great work."
All right, let's make. You can choose a mental check, whatever you want. Can be intellect, can be yeah, can be instinct.
Yeah, I have and so 4, and I have a 6, so no,
You don't have points.
no.
Okay, well, yeah, you do that. You some of them are like, yeah, she's giving us luck. Some of them are weirded out. They are not sure what you're trying to do, but there's no negative reaction.
Okay,
After, okay, so they really liked our accent section of the show.
okay,
Uh, for your information, girls, we have the buffoon active for the rest of tonight. So they might be asking for other things. Right now, they haven't changed anything, so that's it.
okay.
Alright.
So
We only
normal.
have 30 minutes to go. Right now, it's normal.
Yay!
All right. So you're doing that, and after a few minutes, well, like 30 minutes, you finish with the cleaning. You are tired. You're just waiting, like, what's going to happen
Oh,
next.
so tired. Yeah.
The guy that Bo tied, he at first was like just standing there, and now he's moving a little bit, wiggling on the ropes. But every time you guys come near him, he keeps still. After
Okay.
a few minutes of all that, the cleaning, and you're done, suddenly the cabin of the captain, the door opens, and the wheelmaster comes out, and he closes behind him, and he says, "Okay, so we're going to wait. I think. Oh my God, we now have to speak with an Irish accent. Have no
What?
idea how an
An
Irish.
Irish accent.
I don't have that skills. I don't have the skills.
That skill is not activated yet. No,
I
that's
think
for you.
I think we only have Indian accent option. So you can okay,
Okay.
so what's already taken is the one that asked for the Irish accent. He's saying that you have to
Ah,
drink some water now.
some
Water.
Water.
water. Okay.
Okay, give me a second. Let me look for the accent real quick and
Same.
see if I can imitate that.
Some water. But that's more like a England accent, right? The
Yeah.
water.
It is here. I think.
Okay, like I don't know how to make accents, but I'm going to try it. So I want to you said that the captain is in there, right?
You don't know.
Ah, we don't know yet.
Uh the what's an Irish accent? I don't know what an Irish accent is. Sorry.
I don't know what an Irish accent is. No, I just have the Indian accent, man. What's
Yeah,
happening to
it is
my
an Indian.
accent?
All right, so you
Actually, it's
exchange a buffoon and you are getting an Indian accent while, and I promise that I will work on my accents for the next time that I narrate, so I can give that to you.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a new task.
That was good. That was British-esque, but it was a good accent. All right. So what you saw was the wheelmaster coming out from the captain cabin, and he said to all of you, they're saying that it makes sense because Baloo was an Indian bear.
Yeah.
All right. So the captain is not here. I thought he was staying with us, but apparently he went with the group. Um, everything is fine. We sent one of the guys to notify them as soon as we realized that we were being attacked. So they shouldn't take long. Um,
Mm.
you, oh, I see
Why
you cleaned up.
does why
Mhm.
does he come? Why doesn't he come out?
Oh, he's not here. I thought that he was here, but apparently he left with the group that was out to talk with Sir Marin.
He abandoned us.
No, 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 of course not. The captain would never do that. What's wrong with you? No, just keep cleaning. I'm sure they will be back soon. And he goes to the wheel and stays
Uh-oh.
there.
He's getting worse.
Exactly, exactly.
Speaking of curses, Bo approaches you and says, I- I'm
Speaking
I'm
of,
sorry if this is not um yes, the captain has a hat. One like this one.
oh, can you
Was is asking.
can you give
Um
me the hat? Can you give me that hat?
Uh-oh.
you can ask the captain, but I hope we don't repeat a drought situation.
I just want
Uh,
to drawing some amulet. I think that maybe it's better in there that this in this experience.
all right. So Was is exchanging buffoon, and he wants you to take the captain's hat. So when the captain comes back to the ship, you can try and get it from him.
With pleasure.
Uh-oh. All right. So Bull approaches you and says, I'm not sure if this is something that you can do, but are you able to heal people?
No,
Balu?
I don't have those skills.
Hmm. Okay. I'm not sure if those two, and he points out to the two guys unconscious, if those two are gonna make it. I'm sure that Sir
Maybe.
Marin is not going to be happy. Um,
Maybe I can try if you let me.
sure, go ahead.
Okay. I want to go to the eel guys. Um, I want to cast how do I say? Yeah. Futark. It's Futark. I don't remember.
The one you have?
Yeah.
You said you
No,
have
no, no,
Futar?
no.
You
Sorry. Budin.
wouldn't. Oh, yeah, 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 for the
And
seals.
I want to draw a let me see some uh deity, and I want to draw a like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a draw for the Wata, I think it calls, and he is like a goddess of life or something. And I don't know. It's on you actually, if the guy heals or not. Yum, 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 yum.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I want to take some blood off the floor, and I want to make the draw in in the guy. I don't know. He has an injury or something,
yes,
something
you
obvious.
cannot see it. Yeah, blood is coming out of his back. That's the guy that Siphon stabbed, and the other guy has a very blackened face. All this side, he had several punches, and he is just unconscious. You don't see anything else. A little bit of blood and bruises, and then the one with an obvious injury or more severe is the one that was stabbed. Um, you okay? Go ahead. Do you have concentration?
No.
You
But
got your number if you
all
check.
right, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
use that.
All
Yeah,
right.
I use my concentration point, and I want to cast Burying. I want to take some blood of the back of the guy. In his own back, I want to draw this lady. It has a crown of flowers and long black hair, and I want to simulate the silhouette of the lady.
Okay.
And I want to think in her abilities,
All right.
like healing abilities.
You go ahead and do your arcanism check.
No, I have a 5.
Hmm.
But I have a
Short dice.
How many
paradise
points do you have on arcanism?
too.
So you got a 3?
Yeah.
Oh,
Crap! Oh, my number. Thanks for those chars. Like,
Nice. Thank you so much. Cthulhu was the one that paid for those.
yay! You
Thank
pay
you
for this
for
role
this healing. All right. So
healing.
I'm gonna, since you got your number, I am going to let you decide. You can decide two options that
Okay.
he wakes up. He is in the border of death right now. So you can select to bring him back to life. He will still have the injury, but he will be alive to be healed. Or you can select to heal the wound. You cannot be sure if he's going to wake up, but right now you could heal the wound.
Okay. I know I have that knowledge, or it's like random.
Nah, you know that you can decide that you can like um put your intentions because you're thinking of the goddess,
Yeah.
and you can be more specific with your intentions. You right now you feel very powerful.
Okay. I want to say that to the guy. It's Bo, right?
Boy, the cook, yes.
Yeah. I want to say that to Bo. Do you want to heal? No. Do you want to the? Sorry. Do you want me to heal the injury, or to bring to life? To bring him to life.
Oh, huh. I I guess to bring him to life.
Well, if with that option we have to heal it later, is that okay for you?
Do you know
Maybe
how
you
to do
can.
that?
Well, maybe I can try to how do I say it? suturarlo? No.
Uh,
Give
tutor, I
him
think.
stitches.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
stitches.
yeah. Maybe I can make some itches in his injury, in his stabbing.
Oh, well, maybe Siphon can do that.
Oh yeah, the
You
Chinese girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She has that knowledge, of course. Okay, so it's decided. Bring him to life. I'm going to bring him to life.
All right. So you start making the drawing, and while you're moving your finger with blood, every time you make it move, you think of that goddess, and you do you ask for it or do you order her to do it?
No, no, I ask her.
Okay, you are drawing it, and you are thinking of her and asking her to bring him back. You um, explain that you're going to heal him. You, yeah, again, ask for it and just wait. After a few seconds, you can start, you hear a very weak breath. He's not opening his eyes yet, but is breathing. Siphon, do you want to cure the
She's with
stabbing?
us.
Yeah,
Have
I
to do
will.
your job, girl.
I will go to pick up my curved needle and a piece of thread, and I will try to stitch him back.
Siphon, you have a second breath. Thank you to Cthulhu again. Yay! Um, are you injured or tired? Have you used your die?
No, I haven't used my die.
All right, so
I have a lot of fun to be.
I'm gonna let you, yeah, keep it for the next time you're going to get injured, you're going to have some advantage when you are defending yourself, thanks
Right.
to Cthulhu.
Thank
That's not
you.
exactly how it works, but I don't want to let it go to waste. All right, so you start stitching him. He every now and then makes like noises, but he's not, yay! He's not waking up. Cthulhu is exchanging celebrate and 13, so yay! Yay, 13!
Uh,
Thank you, Cthulhu.
I before stitching him, I want to go and grab ask for a little bit of I'm going to ask the cook for a little bit of alcohol so I can kind of clean him and not have him infected, so I can stitch him back.
Okay, the cook brings you that. It's a different alcohol from the one that Baalu has been drinking,
Ah,
because the one that she has been drinking is thick, very thick, and the one that he brings you, it's a little bit watery in comparison. Now let's make a check for celerity to see how well you fix the wound.
All right. 4.
Or oh, okay, perfect. So you don't have a lot of problems. I mean, it's not perfect because you're in a moving ship. You're healing a guy that is moving every now and then, and you're stitching skin with the tools that you use to repair sails. So it's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. You do that, and after a few more minutes of waiting, you start listening to the noise that wood makes when it hits the water. And some whispering. Do you want to do something about that or just wait?
Wait.
Okay.
I will
So
wait.
you two are waiting. Everyone is right now sitting down, just like in the waiting for something to happen. The guy that you tied up, he is now like, you think he has fallen asleep. It has been like 40 minutes since you tied him, the one that is cursed according to Baalu. And after a while, you
just
hear
kidding.
you hear the voice of Yanez yelling, "Bring down the stair!" So,
Oops.
Can and Typhon, you guys get up and you run and you throw the ropes there to the side of the ship, and you can hear them climbing up. The first one to get there is Yanez. He looks very angry, like very, very upset. He looks around. Is everyone okay? The next person
Yeah.
behind him, the next person behind him is the guy that was sleeping on the hammock that you know was the one that went there to let them know about the attack.
Oh,
So
okay.
he jumps inside the ship and he says, "Everyone's fine. I told them. I went there as fast as I could." And then the rest of the crew starts to climb up to the ship. What happened? And Yanez goes towards you guys. What happened? What? And he notices the blood. He notices everyone is tied up.
Oops.
um. Oh. Well, I'm happy to see that I can trust you guys with the ship. What happened with all of them?
Well,
The cursed, the cursed, the cursed guy.
The what? And then you hear a voice. Give me just 1 second. Let me try to remember how it was the voice. There is no curse here. And you see a very pale hand climbing up the ship.
Okay.
Very bony, pale hand. There is no curse here. And a guy climbs up the ship.
A
I
guy?
want a guy.
Okay.
I want you to make an intelligence check, please.
No.
Typhon?
see, that's my number.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow. Nice. All right. So you realize, you notice that in his arms and hands, there are a few marks, weird wounds. And you, since you got your number, besides noticing that, you remember that you have seen those marks before. You have seen those wounds in sick people. You try to remember the name of the sickness, and give me just 1 second.
Oh no, really? Fuck. Sorry, I didn't saw that.
And you remember that those pustules, those uh, wounds,
Pustules?
those marks, it looks like syphilis.
Holy
Oh,
macaroni.
He climbs up, he's dressed. Weirdly enough, he's dressed very richly. He has some like golden chains and clothing that are looks nice, like silk maybe or something like that. He has very blonde hair, longish, but he has these marks all over his body. There is no curse here. That witch is lying. That witch is lying. I just sent them to see if you guys were lying.
but we saw them. They were cursed. One of them caught in fire.
What?
Fire? Where's the fire? I don't see any fire.
I want
Please,
to.
Captain, can you make these peasants shut up? I came here just to make sure that everything happened as you said. He points out to the guy that went to let them know. He said, "We attacked. I come and see. I see you attacked. All of my men are dead or something." Nah.
I want to go to the place where this other guy caught on fire to look for evidence or marking in the wood.
Okay. You can make an intelligence check.
Then
Ooh, nice. So you find some like these blackened areas where fire appears. You find them, yeah.
okay, I will I will say they were cursed. They caught on fire. Why? What's is there any other explanation on why is this a mark of fire? This is a mark of fire.
And this is a very old ship. Fire could have caught at any given time.
You don't know that. Why do you say no to the curse?
Because I know people like you. And when he says that, you realize that he's not looking at you. He's looking at Bo. I know the I know you're kind. They
Bo,
lie. He's looking at Bo,
the
the
cooker guy.
cook. Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah, people like him. You said.
Yes, yes. And can be trusted. All right, let's do this, Captain. Um, what we can do is, I don't think that you all should go. Give me a moment, please. The captain interrupts. Half of my crew wasn't there. The half that were attacked, by the way. They deserve to know. Uh, the governor sent us to rescue his daughter, and he was convinced that the ones that took her were the Australians. However, I spoke with Sir Marin, and as we all know, Sir Marin has a very strong group of spies, informants, however you want to call them. And he knows, he says, that the governor's daughter was, I was about to say princess, giving her like a very higher rank. The governor's daughter was taken by the group of pirates, mercenaries trying to mercenaries try or snitchers or rats. Yes, Cthulhu, those are other words for um some mercenaries, pirates, I don't know, group of people that want to take advantage of the situation between the countries and they want to put the weight on their side of the balance. So he's going to help us get to where those pirates are, right? Oh, well, I didn't say that. Um, he's leaning on the side of the ship. It's obvious that it's hard for him to be standing up. I
Mhm.
didn't say that. What I said is that I would help you with your mission. Now, I cannot send your ship. They will recognize it. You are now official. You are privateers, you said. So, I have a ship going to their lair tomorrow morning. I am selling them a few things. Nothing important. You don't have to know the details. And I can send a few of your crew with them and with my ship, and they can rescue your person and come back. And you are welcome to stay on my island as long as you need.
Hmm.
I think that she should go. And she points out to Baalu. You are a witch, right?
Yeah, kind of.
They will fear you and they will respect you. So she should go. And probably that one. She points at you, Siphon. She's a woman. She's not in as many danger as a strong guy. And he points at several of the crew. And finally, that one should go. And he points to Bo. He
Oh.
looks like some of the merchandise that those pirates receive every now and then. So your girls can pretend that they are there to sell him, then exchange this that for the daughter. It's a good plan. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, it's a good plan, Captain. You have to listen to the guy. It's very intelligent, not like you. Yeah, but I said that more more slow, more
Quieter.
Choir or like
no, lower.
Yeah. Okay. So after he says that, and with your answer, it's obvious that none of the guys of the crew are happy with this. Bo is actually very uncomfortable, and you, since he's standing next to you, Balu, you can hear him breathe heavily, like he's trying to control himself.
Okay.
The captain says, "I don't think you should have give you the permission to talk to them like that. This is my crew, and they are all free men and women. Women. They are all free, and they are not a merchandise. However, I agree that the plan is good, but I won't make you do it. He's now talking directly to Bo. If you want, you can go with them and you can help them. But if you don't want to go for whatever reason, I can send someone else. I am not sending you because of his argument. You are not a product to sell, and we are not going to exchange you for anything. But you can go and help them. You are strong.
The captain is a England guide,
No,
English guide, sorry.
he looks Arabic.
Okay.
I was trying to find the word, but that's as close as I can get.
Okay. I want to look to Bo and I say to him, "It's okay, man. You don't worry about it. I mean, the colonizers are better than us, at least that's what they think. So you just maybe uh, have to go and take and have some fun. What do you think?"
Hmm. Um, you realize that he was uh not happy with this conversation. He was um saying no with his head. But when you say that, and he looks at the captain, and then he looks again towards this Sikh guy, and he says, "All right, I can go. I can help her." And she's pointing at you, Baalu. I can help her. And yeah, I can. I accept the mission, Captain. Perfect. It's decided then. You send your ladies and your thing to me in the morning. And he starts climbing out of the ship. You hear
Mhm.
some uncomfortable and angry whispers after he says that thing referring to Bob. But you both realize that in general, no one is reacting and they are trying probably to avoid a conflict. Uh, right before he leaves, he says, "Oh, can I also have my team back?" Referring to the guys that are tied up. So some part of the crew
Some
members, they untie them and they help them to get to to get off the ship, and they start leaving. The captain goes to you three, Bo, Balu, and Siphon, and he says, "All right, so we have a few hours before morning. Get some rest. Bo, if you could instruct whoever is going to be instead of you in the kitchen, and then go to sleep. You can take whatever supplies you want for tomorrow. Thank you so much for accepting this." And he looks at both of you. You are new and very new to the group. However, and I'm not sure everyone is already left, including Bo. He's only talking to you too. I want to make sure that you understand the importance of this mission.
yeah. You're going to pay us, right? Of course, it's important. Of course.
Yes, yes, I will pay you, but I won't only pay you for going because it's what everyone on the crew will receive. You two, if you bring her safely, I will have a debt with you personally forever.
Understood,
Mm,
Captain.
And with that,
it's
we finish today.
what? I, I was going to say my plot. No.
Oh, okay, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
no,
You
no,
can.
no, no.
No, you said that
Okay.
it's already ended, so it's for next for next
Yeah,
session.
yeah, for the next station.
If
All
the
right.
the the Cronus gives us a cliffhanger, Balu gives a cliffhanger as well.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yes,
that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if you want to say something, girls, before we close it up.
Thank you for the story. It was really fun.
Yeah, I was really confused about the guy at first. I maybe thought that it was uh, to have a bad feeling about me, but no. So I mean, like that she's a witch or something, and so I feel like uncomfortable. And with your description about the ills too.
Yeah, yeah, he's gross.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
All right. Well, I hope the viewers had a good time. I hope you girls, well, you already replied. Um, thank you so much for coming and for staying. To the viewers, to the Amper people, and to the cultist, and to all the new viewers. Just as a reminder, we are playing with the original system of Omnidem from Amberson Studio, specifically created by Forheather. You can get that manual in Spanish for now for free on our. There will be a link soon. This is the uh, second session of our of this story. We will continue for probably a couple more sessions, so I hope you guys can join us. All
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
See you next week. We have a lot of activities planned, but in general, the ones you already know, we have a Technoblade on Friday. We
Not
don't have activities this Saturday, the 19th, and then we have Sunday. All right. So just stay in touch, and we will let you know through our social media.
yeah. Thanks for watching us.
Thank you so
Yes.
much,
Thank
guys,
you.
and may your checks be always critical.